Hello again, friends and family. This is Mike. I decided to give you an update on my progress here with this lung cancer that I'm dealing with. To begin with, let me say that I've been working on and planning to make this into a YouTube channel for general public to watch. But I've kind of had a change of heart in that my progress through this is not typical of what most people with lung cancer go through. And there's a cough. Again, I don't want to sound any alarms here, but basically, my progress has been great. I've been so fortunate, so lucky. I think that we caught this early enough that the surgery did a good job for me. I recovered quickly from the surgery. I'm going through chemo pretty much as a improve my odds thing. The odds of cancer coming back in lung patients is about 50-50, I was told. With the addition of chemotherapy, I can gain an extra few percentage points there in terms of hopefully surviving longer. But the fact of the matter is I'm not seeing any of the side effects that I've heard most people going through chemo go through. By that, what I mean is I've heard of the nausea, I've heard of the extreme fatigue and things like that. Well, the worst I've dealt with so far has been fatigue, and basically that's been very tolerable. I mean, I've been tired. I take a lot more naps the couple days after chemo. On the day of chemo, fine. 2 pinpricks. One to take a blood test before I go in. Second one is just to put the IV in, and then I spend the rest of the time just sitting there watching television and playing on the computer until I'm done. Boring couple hours, but what the heck. And then the next day, I'm usually tired. By the second and third days, I'm pretty much kind of tired. I mean, I don't feel like doing much of anything. And that's when I tend to doze off and nap a lot. Attempting to watch TV ends up just being another nap. But that's been the most of it. I'm taking anti-nausea medicine. A big part of the medicine that's pumped into me during chemo is anti-nausea medicine. And I really don't feel any nausea. What I do feel, I'm not the kind of a person with indigestion ever, and I have a pretty strong stomach. But after the chemo, I find for the first few days, I get increasingly burpy. Not big belches, but just a little gas pass here and there. A little bit of constipation, but bearable. But basically what I'm trying to tell you is I've been so lucky. You notice I still have my hair, and I need a shave. I have not seen any of the side effects that most people go through. I also expect I'm going to be having another follow-up video doctor's appointment soon. And I expect to just hear, all good things from my blood work and stuff like that. So again, not typical for a lung cancer patient. There we go. That being the case, I'm going to count myself very lucky. Now, I do have a nickname in my family, actually several. It goes between Negative Nancy and Debbie Downer. So I always tend to look for that cloud in every silver lining. And I'll be quite honest, I'm nervous. The other foot could drop. I have known of people with lung cancer not living 6 weeks after diagnosis, some 4. I have heard of people beating cancer, and in 5 years it comes back. Certainly I've lost family members to that type of a situation. So I can't get too cocky here. I can't get too happy. The good news is great news, but again, I'm certainly reevaluating my life on a moment's notice and deciding what's important on a whole different scale. I'm also playing a little bit of what do they call that when you just refuse to believe it? I'm definitely in denial on this because every day wakes up feels like a normal day to me. I don't feel any repercussions from this. Now, on the other hand, I'm certainly not ready to share that news with the world at large, wanting information on what it's like to have lung cancer, because I don't want to give hope to people who don't have hope, and I don't want to appear to be that one lucky guy amongst all the people who aren't as fortunate. So I'm going to play it by ear as to when and if I ever publish any of my other videos that I'm making. They're still very informative, in fact, in terms of explaining to people what I go through. If they've never gone through anything like that before, that might be of interest to them. But like I said, at this point in time, I feel a little uncomfortable publishing the videos that I've made, because I don't think it would sit well with the community. And if everything goes downhill someday and it does come back and bites me in the ass, I don't want to appear too cocky. So I got to play it real careful with how I word things and how I present myself in those videos. But for the rest of the family, I did want to let you know I'm doing great. There's absolutely nothing for you to worry about right now. I appreciate the prayers. I appreciate the thoughts. I appreciate all the comments I get. Once again, please leave comments in the YouTube video, not on Facebook. Facebook doesn't help me a bit, but if you'll go to the actual YouTube video, click on the subscribe button, click on the thumbs up button, do all those things to get me the points I need to get on YouTube. But again, I wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. There was a moment there I didn't think I'd be here for this Christmas, but right now I feel very confident that I will make it to the new year, and we can all put 2020 behind us. This has been a terrible year. You may also know that I lost a cousin to COVID. I had two of my close friends in the past who were fighting COVID. The cousin that I lost was a real shock to me. Mark Boomer. My God, this poor guy, he's fought off so many lung problems and so many medical issues through the years. My cousin Mary calls her Mexican, not her Mexicant, because Boomer could fight back for all those things. But when COVID hit him, on top of his other issues, it took him out. So a sad loss to me and my family, losing Mark. My prayers go out to my cousin Mary especially. And for the rest of you, COVID is not a joke. It's not a commie plot. It's not a Republican plot. It's not political. Wear your mask. Don't go out if you don't have to. If you do have to, take precautions. Not only show social distance, but don't flaunt it. Don't try and get away with stuff that you think's going to be fine. Going to social events, going to bars. I can't tell you how many places I drive by every time I go out of the house, and I'm amazed how many cars are in the parking lot. I mean, how many people can be in Myers and think that they're not going to get sick sooner or later? How many people can go to Walmart and think that you're not going to get my brother-in-law sick? He's got to work there, okay? And if you keep going in there and spreading what germs you might have, and you don't know if you have them, so don't. And here's my message to everyone, please. Oh, there's that word. Oh, yep, made it in the video. See ya. Oh, and Cecilia says hi. Bye.